Class is in session tonight. When I have this board up, you already know what it is. So, TikTokers, as you are joining and coming on in the room, I need y'all to do your job, which is what? Double tap that screen, okay? Double tap that screen. That helps me help you. Then we will go ahead and get started. We are talking about the Navy Federal Pledge Loan, which is also called the Savings Secured Loan, okay? I'm also on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I am a little behind tonight, but it is what it is. I'm on this sucker, okay? So we are on TikTok. We are on YouTube. And the last channel that I'm going to get on is Facebook. But TikTok, you guys are my VIP channel. I do a lot with you guys, spend a lot more time with you guys. So again, welcome to the page. Welcome to the channel. And if you are new here, double tap that screen. So this is what you do. You take this finger and you start double tapping. So when people like me get online at this time of night, because it's probably not that many people at 8 o'clock at night talking to you about credit, taxes, business, right? All right. So when people like me get online and give you free game, that's how you help me help you. All right, TikTokers, let's roll, let's roll, let's roll. Hello, YouTube. YouTube, you can like this page, you can like this channel, you can start. I don't think you guys could share the video, but you could definitely like the page, like the channel, and this video if you are watching, okay? Tonight we are going over Navy Federal Pledge Loan. It's December. It's the 1st of December. You guys have literally 30 days left in this month, all right, to get yourself together before 2023 rolls in. This particular topic that I'm talking about is going to help you a lot, because if you learn and understand how credit works, how credit unions work, then you'll be able to be a lot better financially coming in 2023. All right. Let me just plug up. All right, we are plugged in. We don't want the video feed to cut off on you all. Hold on. Let me turn the mirror around for you guys on TikTok. There you go. Bam. Now you guys can actually see. TikTokers, what's up tonight? I know it's been a while since I've been on. But let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll, y'all. I'm going to put this right here for now. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself, because some of you may be new to the page, may be new to the channel. Again, hello, welcome. My name is Patrice L. Stewart. I am the realest tax and business strategist that you will ever meet. I have over 18 years of experience in the accounting, banking, tax, and financial services industry. I'm also a business owner. I've been completely self-employed for almost 10 years now. And I get online like this and teach and educate the masses about credit, business, taxes, tell you what the people in my industry don't want you to really know or share with you, right? So that's why I say I'm the realist, okay? So let's get into it. Now, this particular loan is called the Navy Federal Pledge Loan. If you are not in Navy Federal, that is okay, okay? I use Navy Federal because it's one of the biggest, most popular credit unions in the United States of America. I'm also a Navy Federal member, but you definitely don't have to be a Navy Federal member to take advantage of this, okay? Now, can you do this with other banking institutions? Any credit union usually offers this. Almost every credit union offers this type of loan, okay? With Navy Federal, it's called the pledge loan. With other banks, it's going to be called the savings secured loan, okay? That's the breakdown of it. It's called the Navy Federal Pledge Loan. And then with other banks, it's called, the terminology period is called a savings secured loan, okay? That's what you need to know, because no matter what bank you go to, that is the product that it is. It's called a savings secured loan. Now, you may ask, what is that? And why would somebody want to do that, right? Prime example. why I'm on here on December 1st. Okay. It's Christmas time coming up, right? A lot of you all are parents, correct? A lot of you guys are probably putting your money away right now to buy all of this stuff for these kids that they really don't need. Okay. But that's a whole nother other topic. Okay. All right. But if you are trying to save and get ready to be prepared for Christmas, right? Let's just utilize that. Or maybe you're taking a vacation. Maybe you're getting ready to save for the end of the year for your vacation, right? Whatever it is, right? The thing is if you are saving any money, if you have any money saved in your bank account, and then now you want to access that money, TikTok, let's roll. Y'all tripping tonight. Hello? I'm gonna put y'all on mute, and then when y'all ready with them double taps, then you let me know. Okay, let's mute y'all real quick because y'all tripping. I'm gonna put y'all on mute. Okay, so the rest of the people, until get their life together today, then maybe they'll understand some things over here later on, right? But if you actually have a savings account, okay, if you have a savings account and then you want to actually borrow against it, let's just say that. Okay, if you want to borrow against your savings account, then this is a product that you can utilize. All right. Now, let me also say this. I do describe a lot of stuff on this page and channel from a beginner's mindset. Okay. If this does not apply to you at all, cool. This not for you. You don't need it. All right. No need to comment your extra slide stuff, whatever. If it's not for you, move around. Simple as that. Okay. Now, a lot of people do not know about this product, right? That these banking institutions like credit unions offer this. Now, standard banks like Chase, I'm not sure about Chase. I know BMO Harris offers it. Okay. What I will say is with standard bigger box banking institutions, their interest rates are going to be a lot higher. So the way that I'm explaining this to you today is to utilize a credit union. Okay. You're going to utilize a credit union. Again, if you're not in Navy Federal, cool. It's not the only bank. It's thousands of banks in America, you guys, okay? Don't get stuck on the Navy Federal. All right, so now this here is an example. I kind of had it already written out, but then now I'm going to go over it, all right? I don't think I can actually, okay, there we go. Put y'all back on. Okay, so if you could see, for anybody on Facebook, really, I'm just on here to let y'all know that I'm online. If y'all want to migrate on over to TikTok and YouTube, you should and you can. My name is Patrice L. Stewart on TikTok, and my name is Patrice L. Stewart on YouTube. It'll probably be a lot better for you to see and understand because I don't know how I could flip my camera around with y'all. Yeah, see, it's no way for me to like mirror the screen behind me. This is why I don't really mess with Facebook like that no more, because they want to be doing all this stuff. And then their platform is not even up to par with every other platform. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right. So again, Facebookers, if you can't see, you probably want to come over to TikTok or YouTube. All right. So what I gave you guys all this year, TikTok especially, is if you have a savings account and you need to utilize that money, right? The example I always give is if let's say you need to put a new roof on your house and you saved up $10,000 in your savings account. Well, instead of you just going into that savings account and taking out that $10,000 and it's just gone and you don't have it again, there's a thing called a savings secured loan. And this is what I'm talking about. You can pretty much borrow your own money from your bank account. Now we're going to go over this. TikTok, if you want to be available, TikTok is not acting right tonight, y'all. I'm going to just turn the camera for y'all. So let me tell you this. When you're on here, that double tap needs to be rolling. I need to be seeing those hearts while I'm on here. Because the amount of gems that I'm about to drop you tonight is worth some money. Okay. So your money is called likes. That's how you double tap that screen. I'm turning this camera for y'all because y'all not acting right tonight. How about y'all get y'all act together and then we'll go ahead with the rest of the show for everybody else. Okay. Sometimes y'all got to tell people how to treat y'all business owners. When you on here and you talking and you speaking and you educating, it's called hit that like button. Okay. That's the least you could do to somebody. Now, TikTok know better, so they on punishment right now. When they get their act together, then they'll get brought back over to the page. Now, I had an example where I had $30,000 in my savings account. And I share with you all, if I have $30,000 in my savings account and something happened, this is how I utilize this particular product with Navy Federal. Okay. Again, I have Navy Federal. I also have, all right, there you go. Yeah. All right. Now y'all ready? Let's roll. Keep that double tap coming. Stop playing games with me on here. Okay. Don't do that, because I will turn you around once again. Hello. Now, y'all already know how I am. Okay. So I had already wrote this example out. Let's make sure y'all could see that you're not in timeout anymore. Okay. All right. I had already wrote this example out, but I'm going to go over this more in detail. Okay. So pretty much what I did was I had $30,000 in my savings account. All right. I called the bank. And said, I would like to do a savings secured loan. Remember, that's the terminology. No matter what bank you go to, whether it's Navy Federal, whether it's Penn Fed, whether it's DCU.org, whether it's USAA, you are calling a credit union. You're going to a credit union. Remember, type in Google in your area. Y'all are all over the world. Okay? Type in Google in your area, and then a credit union is going to come up if you cannot get in Navy Federal. All right? Now, you're going to call the bank, and you're going to say, I want to do a savings secure loan. That's the legal terminology. It's called a savings secure loan. With Navy Federal, it's called the pledge loan. So if you do have Navy Federal and you are a Navy Federal member, you're going to call up the bank and you're going to say, you want to do a pledge loan. Okay? Now, I'm giving you this by days because it's a process. You're not going to get this money back immediately, but it doesn't take that long for you to get it back. Okay? So $30,000 in the savings account. We're going to call on Tuesday, and we're going to call the bank and say we want a what? Savings secured loan. The bank is going to say, okay, they're going to look into your savings account, and they're going to ask you, how much do you want to do the loan for? Now, remember, you guys, everybody's loan amount is going to be different. Okay. I want to say the minimum that they said that you could do the loan for is either $250 or $500. I don't remember. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really recommend this if you don't have at least $1,000 or more. It kind of needs to be worth your while, okay? Because one, there's two things you're doing. You're utilizing this product as a loan that's going to help boost your credit, but then also you're utilizing this product to help keep your savings money in your account, okay? This is why I say you'll never be broke with this particular product, okay? So in mine, the example that I'm giving you guys is mine. We did $30,000. The bank, we called on Tuesday, right? The bank is going to immediately put a hold on whatever is in the savings account, okay? So they put a hold on my savings. So right here, if you see, I have wrote savings, okay? And then I put hold right here. This is why I put a hold. Because now what they're going to do is they're going to create a loan account from this savings. So whatever is in your savings account, no matter what it is, okay? I don't want to say no matter what it is, but let's just say anything 500 and up, right? If you got 2,000 in your account, 5,000 in your account, 10,000, y'all get it, right? They're going to put a hold on that dollar amount. Now your payment and your interest, your interest is going to be the same. It's going to probably be the same as what I got. But your payment amount is going to be based off of your term that you choose. You could do a 1-year loan. You could do a 2-year loan. You could do a 3-year loan, 4-year, 5-year. Now, they do go up to 30 years. I do not recommend doing a 30-year loan for a savings secure loan, okay? I would say the longest that you should probably keep this is 5 years, okay? All right? This is not a mini mortgage, y'all, all right? So don't stretch it out like that, okay? So whatever yours is, my particular example that I'm giving you, I did a 5-year term loan with this, okay? So I did a $30,000 savings loan, 5-year term. This is what my term was. So the interest rate, I don't know if they went up right now or they went down, but at the time I did this loan of April of this year, April of 2022. The interest rate was 2.25%. Okay. Now, some people will say, why would you pay to borrow your own money? Let me just tell you this. You're going to pay no matter what. You pay on your auto loan, right? You pay on your mortgage, right? You pay on any kind of loan that you have. It's called a loan. That's why it's called a loan, because there's going to be some form of interest. Now, when you understand why you're doing this, that 2.25% is not going to be a whole lot, okay? So stay with me. So I had a $30,000 loan. I did a 5-year term, which is 60 months. And my payment was $547.29 a month, okay? The interest rate on that was 2.25%, okay? Now, if I spent and held this $30,000 over the full 5 years of the loan, I would have paid around, what I tell y'all on TikTok, like $1,400. I can't, all my phones are being used right now, so I can't look it up exactly, right? But over a 5-year term, I would have ended up paying probably about $1,400, I think, in interest if I kept the full balance out over the full 5-year term. I didn't do that. I'm explaining that later on, okay? The point of me making this and saying this with you all is once they create your loan number, once the loan number is on your account and they create your loan number, again, Facebook, I know you can't see this is backwards. You can go to my YouTube channel and you can go to my TikTok channel, okay? Actually, I'm getting ready to get off of here because it's not going to be, you're not going to understand it the way that I'm giving it to you. So you can migrate on over to YouTube, Patrice L. Stewart, or you can go to my TikTok channel, Patrice L. Stewart, okay? So that way you guys can see the actual video clearly and understand it, because I can't mirror it on here for some reason. All right. So once they created the loan and the loan shows up, okay, the loan's going to show up when you guys log into your bank account. You get to see your checking, your savings, and then you see your loan account. You see everything in one setting, right? So when now it took a couple of days. So maybe let's just say I called in on Tuesday. By Friday, right, when I log in, now I see the loan on my account. So once the loan is there, that means the bank is going to give me my $30,000 back, okay? So I'm going to break this down a little more because I probably am all over the place with this, y'all, right? But remember, we started off, I had $30,000 in my savings. I called the bank on Tuesday and said, hey, I want to apply for a savings secure loan, which again is a Navy Federal. With Navy Federal, it's called the pledge loan, okay? If with any other banking institution, it's called a savings secured loan, okay? By Friday, the loan is on the system, all right? So now this $30,000 is still on hold, okay? But what they're going to do is they're going to give me my $30,000 back, and you can either put it in your checking account or your savings account. So that's why you guys see right here on Friday, I have a $30,000 deposit. It's because I had them put the money into my checking. If I would have had them put the money in my savings account, it would show $30,000 right here, right? And it still would have this $30,000 on hold. But what I did was I had them put the money into my checking account, okay? So that's why it's this amount up here. That's why I show 3,000 plus 30,000. All right. TikTok, do y'all want me to go over the whole thing and rewrite it? Because if you tell me you want me to rewrite it, then I'll rewrite it. Even though we've been doing this for like 6 months, TikTok, y'all should have this down. You good? All right, let's roll. Let's roll. Some of y'all say, yeah, I got you on the recap. I'll rewrite it on the recap for you. But some of you guys have been here with me, so don't worry about it. We'll just keep going, and then I'll recap everything. Okay, I got you. Don't worry. Okay. If it looks blurry, go over to TikTok. I'm Patrice L. Stewart on all platforms. All right. So now it's Friday. Okay. Because it's Friday, remember I told you it's going to take a couple of days to put them into place. So once the loan is into place and you actually see the loan in your account, then they're going to put the initial money that you put up, they're going to give you that back. And then what you're going to do is now you're going to pay yourself back over time. You're going to pay this $30,000 back over time. And then this money here that was on hold is going to be available again once you pay it back. All right. So I know some of you guys are coming in, and this is kind of what it looks like once you pay it back. So on average, right, my payment was $547 a month, right? So on average, we're just going to round it up over a year. On average, that's about $6,000 each year, right, over a 5-year term. So with the Save and Secure loan, what you're doing is when you're making this monthly payment, this $547, even though it's a loan account, literally that monthly payment is slowly building back here, right? Because this was the initial $30,000 that I took out. It was in my savings account. They put a hold on it, all right? Then they attached this loan to it. So that's why I have to make this $547 a month payment over the next 5 years. 5 years, right? Because I'm paying myself back technically. But I also have the $30,000 again to be able to use. So what you're doing is instead of you just going and spending the money on Tuesday and spending the whole $30,000, you're going to the bank first. You're having them attach this loan, Save and Secure loan, to your loan account, okay? And then once they attach that loan to your savings account, when you're paying yourself back, that is going to build back your savings account. I know it sounds crazy. Hold on. We're going to start from the beginning. I'm going to do a recap, okay? So remember that payment that you're making, it's over a 12-month period every year. So every year, you're going to be, this is what your savings account is going to look like. So the first year, you're going to have $6,000 in your savings account. After you pay that $547 every month for the first year, you're going to have $6,000. You're going to pay that $547 a month for 24 months. That's 2 years. You're going to have this $12,000. You're going to pay that $547 a month, okay? Third year. So now what are you doing? Slowly building your savings account back up. Remember, we started off with $30,000. So now, by the end of the 5 years, I'm going to have this $30,000 available again. That's what was right here on hold. So once this loan is paid at the end of the 5 years, now they're going to take that $30,000 hold off. And now this is going to be available to me again in 5 years. So that's the reason why I say it's a savings secured loan. It's pretty much what you're doing is you're borrowing the money that's sitting in your savings account. Remember, the whole goal is to make sure that you are never broke or you are never without a dollar, right? And some of you guys, you have to force yourself into savings. If you're not good with money, if you're not good with managing money, if you don't know how to manage money, it's certain things, okay? Yeah, but the interest is very minimal. What did I just say? If I paid at 2.25% interest over the full 5-year term, I would have only paid like around $1,400, if that. That's not a lot of interest over a 5-year term to borrow $30,000. You got to look at the value of it. Would you rather have $30,000 today and it's just gone tomorrow, and you never have access to it again, or if you can go to the bank and you can borrow this $30,000 and they're only charging you $1,400 in interest, baby, that's a no-brainer. Like this is why I get on here and do education, because y'all don't understand. If you on here complaining about 2.5% interest, baby, you need to learn money. You need to learn money. You need to learn the money game. You need to understand money. You need to be reading right now. All right. Because ain't nothing up in this world for free. You're going to pay interest on any and everything. Literally. Right? Now, again, if you guys have heard this terminology, be your own bank and all that stuff, people say you could do life insurance policies, IULs, all that stuff. This is the whole reason why I'm doing the 5-day wealth challenge, because a lot of you guys don't understand how these things work and how they break down. If you don't even understand money or basic credit stuff like this, you don't need to be doing no IUL. You need more education. You need to learn more terminology education first. All right. IULs are not for everybody. Okay. And then the other benefit with this is it also builds your credit. It also builds your credit. It also puts you, it also reports, usually most banks report to all 3 credit bureaus. Most. Okay. Most of them report to all 3 credit bureaus. Navy Federal, they report to all 3 credit bureaus. So that also helps boost your credit. Okay. Now, again, everybody loan amount going to be different. But again, if you could utilize this money today for whatever you need to do, right? And then borrow against your savings account. And then every year, at the end of the year, this is what you'll have left in your savings account. Now, it may be a little less, it may be a little more, but on average, if you're doing a 5-year term, at the end of the 5 years, you're going to have that 30 grand back in your account. Okay. All right, TikTokers. I'm going to do a recap, but let me go through any questions that you have right now real quick. The whole point is, one, you could build your credit, but the other point of this really is for you to be able to not be without a savings account. The whole point of you creating and having a savings account is to save money, right? Whether it's your emergency fund, whether it's the money that you need access to, whether it's your vacation fund, whatever. At this point, if you're a grown person and you got bills, you should not be living check to check, right? There are a lot of people that are living check to check. Well, how do you get out of living check to check? You have to learn and understand money. You have to learn and understand how money works. You have to learn tools that you can utilize to manage your money, to flip your money. I even taught y'all about the secure credit card, how I put $5,000 on the Navy Federal secure credit card, and in 6 months, I got my money back plus an unsecured credit card. So I flipped $5 grand in 6 months, paying my bills on time, paying my credit card on time, stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of ways for you to get out here and make money or flip your money without you having to get another job, without you having to do certain things. If you guys knew and understood credit and how credit works, if you knew finances and how finances work, you'll be a lot better in this country. I can't flip the camera. I don't know how to flip the camera on here. I don't see no option to flip the camera on here. So you got to go to, because when I flip the camera, this is what it do. It give y'all the other screen. So you got to go to my YouTube channel, Patrice L. Stewart, or you have to come on TikTok and you can see everything. Yes, we do one-on-ones, but the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about before I do a recap, okay? The other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is, this is the thing with financial literacy, right? What I teach you on my platform, you do not learn in school, okay? What I try to educate you guys on, you do not learn in school in a classroom setting, right? So I am an educator. I'm a tax and business strategist, but I'm also an educator. So what do I have? We have a 5-day wealth challenge for you guys. This is what I do, right? So in this 5-day wealth challenge, this is the end of the year. This is December 1st. All right. You got 30 days because today don't count. Tomorrow you're going to wake up. All right. You got 31 days in December. But what we are doing is I've partnered once again with my coaches and different ones. We have different topics for you all every time we do the 5-day wealth challenge. So the 5-day wealth challenge is $197 for all 5 days right now. Okay. The tickets were $349. I was running them for Black Friday at the $197. We just going to keep it at the $197 for you for this end of year 2022. Okay. TikTok, if you are in my page, you could go on my bio and get your seat. There are only 100 seats. All right. Once the 100 seats are gone, that's it. We're not doing it. It's not even 100 seats because people have been purchasing since we've been sending the email out. You can text me wealth. I'm gonna go over this with you real quick. And then I'm gonna answer your questions. TikTok, YouTube, you guys don't have it. You got one on there. Okay. And then TikTok, I'm gonna do a recap and then we're gonna go back into the Q&A. Okay. But right now, this is what I want you to understand when it comes to learning money and taxes. I'm a tax and business strategist, right? That's my day job. I'm a tax and business strategist. I'm in the tax industry, right? I know the tax code. What you guys don't know is the tax code. What you guys also don't know is the money code and how money works. If you are not financially literate, if you don't understand credit, taxes, money, right? Stuff like this, secured loans, credit cards, business credit, all of that, you need to tap in, baby. Seriously. You need to tap in because it's not a whole lot of people out here giving you real valid information. And then that's not based off of a commission. Because this is why I talked about this with many of y'all that's on here talking about the IUL. IUL is not for everybody. And also the biggest thing with the IUL is who you're dealing with, who your agent is. Because a lot of y'all be having these IULs and you got hella fees. You got hella fees because your agent based your plan off of what's the best commission for them. I just sat down with my speaker today. Ladarius Hunt will be on my platform speaking about infinite banking, which is also trademarked. If y'all didn't know that, okay? Infinite banking is a trademark. It's a concept. All right. If you're on TikTok, YouTube, and you're just talking about watching these people throw information out about infinite banking, but they're not breaking nothing down. They're not explaining nothing. They just sharing video on top of video on top of video. You're not in the right place. Real professionals provide information, detailed information. All right. Ladarius is going to be part of the 5-day wealth challenge. On Wednesday, he will be talking about infinite banking, the concept, and life insurance. Tuesday, we're going over tax deductions, tax strategy. Okay. What's the tax cheat code pretty much that the wealthy use? Monday, we're going over credit. All right. We're going over credit. Thursday, we're going over passive income stream. I'm going to have my friends, mobile home investors, Byron and Sharnice on here talking to you guys, right? You're getting 5 speakers for $197. I'm going to text you the link. You can text me or you can click that link, screenshot it, get your seat. Because I'm trying to tell you, when we do stuff like this and you get in the room, this is a live Zoom workshop. Most people sell y'all a pre-recorded workshop. Most people sell y'all pre-recorded content. I don't do that. Almost every workshop I host is a live workshop where you can talk to us live and get questions answered live. All right. Everybody want to be a coach and this and that. But if they can't explain what they coaching, baby, let's unveil the rails. All right. Before 2023 come in, because I'm sick of the internet with all the fake gurus. And half these people don't even know how to explain nothing to y'all. All right. So the other thing that you need to know and understand is when it comes to finances, taxes, credit, it is not a one size fit all. Your taxes and my taxes are not going to be the same. Your credit and my credit is not going to be the same. If you don't own property and I do, if you make 100,000 and I make 50, baby, we are not the same. So again, this is education. Y'all need education, especially people who look like me. Because I hate to say it, I love y'all to death, but y'all don't like to read. And so if you don't want to read, then that means you need to get in the room. You need to get in a class. I'm going to do a recap, baby. 1 second. Okay. So again, I am doing this whole 5-day wealth challenge. It's also all of the information is on the link. I'm not just spewing something out. There's a whole page that gives you the details of what we're going over every single day, and you can secure your seat. All right. YouTube, I'll put the link in here in the comments for you. And then Facebook, I'm getting off of here. I'm about to do a recap, and y'all can go over to my TikTok page. Again, I'm Patrice L. Stewart on TikTok. When you look me up, make sure that you're following the right page on TikTok. I think it's a couple of fake pages under me right now. But my page, it has my face. I have a green dress on. Yeah, I got a green dress on. And it's like 70 some thousand followers on there. All right. So that's how you know it's my page and not some other bogus page. So Facebook, tap on in, come over to YouTube or TikTok. TikTok, I'm gonna need y'all to do a double tap countdown, baby. Because where we're getting ready to go, I'm about to do this recap for you. I'm gonna need you to be on it with this double tap. Help me help you. Okay. YouTube, let's answer you because you only got 3 questions on here. I know, Arnett, I haven't been on here. I actually was sick last week. I've been sick all this week. I really just got like my voice back today, for real, for real. Are you using money that they put into your checking account? Thank you for the nut. So no, yes and no. No, yes and no. Jadarius, I don't know if you're still on here. I'm getting ready to do the recap. And I'm going to rewrite it for you in detail. Because I know coming in, seeing it already written, it's confusing. But when I give it to you all in one, then you'll understand it. I do give you access to the replays for the workshop over 7 days. So you get only 7 days access because we're giving you millions of dollars worth of gems. You got 5 speakers for $200. Like, I'm not giving you a whole lot of access. No. So you will have 7 days access to the replay, but that's it. Like, these is crackhead prices, seriously. So no, you're not getting past $7, 7 days for that. And it's in the evening. It's 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. The last workshop we did, we was on almost 2 hours every night. All right. We gave a lot of content, a lot of information. So now TikTok, I'm going to take this off. All right. I answered everybody on YouTube. Let me take this off. All right. Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me do a couple of questions before I go into the recap. So I'm going to scroll back to the top. Some of you all, your question may or may not have went away. If it did, don't worry about it. I will get back to it. Also, if you're a VIP member, I have to answer their questions first. So my VIP subscribers, I'm getting ready to scroll down and look for you first. And then that way, I can answer you all first. I don't talk about stocks on my page, baby. I'm not really into stocks. I've shared that with my channel before. It's a lot of ways to make money. I'm not a very big stock fan. For me, I have to know and understand what I'm putting my money into. So I'm not very well versed on stocks. I don't do a lot of stocks. I'm very limited with what I do with stocks. So no, this is not the page or the channel that will talk about stocks. I can always bring somebody in a workshop that will go over that. But I don't do a lot of stock investing. Okay, I saw a VIP member. Hey, user 586. You know it keeps saying your name. I know you one of my VIPs on here. But you saying you have a 6. You got a question for me? Remember, I answer the VIPs first. Scrolling down. YouTube, I'm still here, but you know, TikTok is a bigger platform and they have way more questions coming in than you all do. So just give me one moment. Yes, you could do this at any credit union. Okay, also too on this platform and channel. So we're in community, right? This is called a community here. On this platform and channel, with this community, when you guys see those hearts go away, somebody else just kick in. It's more than enough of you on here to continue the likes and the double tap. And that helps me help you. So as long as I'm on here and those likes are going, that helps me with TikTok. Okay. I don't have a problem getting on here at night helping you guys, but understand that. So when you see the hearts go away, just somebody else kick in. I'm not expecting you to be double tapping the whole time because I know you're listening as well and you're trying to get the information, but it's called teamwork. And again, people who look like me, there's no way we're going to get to where we need to be unless you understand and you learn this. It's called teamwork. When you get people like this, because I'm a chosen one, baby. I'm God led and fed. All right. When you get access to people like me, recognize and understand that. because there's not a lot of people in our community that get this and speak from a level of passion that talk to the people like this. All right. I know who I am and what my assignment is. All right. But I'm also know my value, and you're gonna respect it. And I'm gonna say something when y'all don't respect it. And when that heart go away, I'm gonna say something. All right. Because I'm also from Chicago, born and raised on the South Side. We don't play games out here. And I'm a Gemini. Now let's roll. What are your questions? All right, y'all got plenty of questions. Don't worry. I see them. I'm scrolling up. There we go. Why would you borrow your own money? Again, don't worry, honey. If you don't get that concept, I'm not getting ready to try to make you understand that. So, no, you're not getting the 60K. I know it feel like you're getting 60K, but you're not getting 60K. I'm going to recap it in one moment for you. Let me just go through a couple of these questions. That's okay. Everybody don't get it and understand it. It's nothing. You're not being rude. You just don't get it. And that's okay. But I'm not on here to make you get it. You get what I'm saying? I'm on here to give you some information. If you don't want to get it, or you're not listening and you want to be blocked, no problem, boo. Do you? So no, great question, Latasha. You do not have to keep the loan for 5 years, because actually, let me show you something real quick. Now, YouTube, this the only thing. This the benefit of being on TikTok, though, okay? Because I could show them stuff on my phone that I can't show you. All right? So, one moment again, YouTubers. Again, I'm Patrice L. Stewart on TikTok. Let me show you something real quick. Who is that? Latasha? All right, Latasha, let me show you this screen. Oh, and again, if you're new to my page and channel, let me show you who I am, because I'm not one that just be on here running my mouth. I always have receipts. Okay, so this is my loan right here, $30,000. You see that right there at the top? Say $30,000. Then over here, sorry, hold on. Let me slide my chair. Let me move it over for you. Okay. Then over here, right, where you see $529. That's that $529.47 that I showed on the board. Okay. What do you see right there? Interest rate, 2.25%. Let me get back over here. This was better. There we go. Interest rate. 2.25%. You get it. I can't get my finger. There we go. There we go. There we go. 2.25%. Okay. So when I walk away, this is it. All right. Now, Latasha, what I did, regular payment of the $529.47 for 60 days. And then I did this. Show you another picture. Then I paid 90% of the loan down. So now this is my loan balance. $4,136. Okay. So that's why I said that interest, I didn't even pay that $1,400 in interest, because now my balance is this as of today. And then when I move out the way, what do you see at the very bottom? What does it say? $14.56 is my payment now. So my payment went from $529 all the way down to $14 because I paid 90% of the loan off, right? I did that one because that looks great to underwriters, right? I'm a business owner. So how do I talk to you guys? I talk to you guys from a level of being a business owner as well, how to personal credit to work for business credit as well, right? Because remember, we talked about this. Business credit and business funding are two totally different things. Yes, you can build business credit, but when you try to go to a bank and get a loan, they are still going to pull your personal credit as a business owner. I don't care what these people on here tell you, lie to you. You can get $500,000, $100 million, all that, baby, bye. They're still going to run your personal credit, okay? So me being a business owner, knowing I'm looking to get a $200,000, $250,000 loan because I got business deals I'm trying to do, I wanted them to see a higher loan paid off for me, right? So that was the reason why I particularly did this. This is why I said everybody is not going to have the same thing that I'm doing, because I'm strategic and I'm doing this for a different reason. But if you have cash put up and you want to borrow against it, then this is a way that you can do it. And it will also help build your personal credit. It will report paid on time. So now, guess what? Did you also see that? What does that say? 5/25/2026. What is it today? December 1st of 2022. I don't have to make another payment on that loan until May 25th, 2026. So me paying that 90%, which was about 25,000 and some change down, right? Now my balance is down. I'm not paying that 2.25% interest on 30%. Now I'm only paying it on $4,000. I don't have to make another payment for 4 years. And guess what? My loan has been reporting paid on time the last, however, when I pay that card down with y'all. I showed y'all in June or July that the payment hit. So August, September, October, I haven't made a payment in 5 months. You get what I'm saying? So again, credit is strategic. Certain things that you could do is strategies that you can do to move around. All right. So I just wanted you to see and understand, because on TikTok, I could get way more with y'all. All right. Now let's go back to it. Now, who ready to tap in and get into the 5-day wealth challenge? Because baby, now let me answer a couple more questions and then we're going to do a recap. Because this is the type of stuff that we're going over on Monday with the 5-day wealth challenge. Personal credit versus business credit. Tuesday, taxes versus personal taxes versus business taxes. All right. Wednesday, infinite banking concept in life insurance. Okay. All in 5 days, $200 for 5 days. Come on. Tap in. Tap in. So starting a scenario, okay, I'm going to do the very beginning. Do you get to keep your original $30,000? Ultimately, yes, you do get to keep your original $30,000 because you're borrowing it against it. That's the whole point. No. So the interest that you're paying, remember, the interest that you're paying is for the loan. So no, you're not going to have that 2.25% interest paid to you in the savings account. But guess what? You do earn a little interest on your savings account, though. I think Navy Federal pay us like 0.90%. I get a little change in my savings account every month, a deposit. So what you are going to earn some interest, but it's going to be based off of whatever your dollar amount is in there. But that interest does not go back into the savings account. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Mariah. Okay. So no, Jackie, you do not earn interest on the 30,000 that is on hold. No, you do not. Okay. Because remember, I don't know though. Right. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to be honest. I'm not sure on that question. Let me take that back, because you might kind of have something put on there. I'm not sure. That may be a question I need to call and ask Navy Federal. That's kind of a good question. Do you earn interest on the money that's on hold? But I want to say no. But that actually is a good question. I'm going to say I don't know that. If I don't know, I don't have no problem with telling you I don't know that. I don't know it all. Okay. So that would be a good question. I'm going to find out from Navy Federal. If you have an auto loan with them, can you still be eligible? More than likely, Nikki, yes. I cannot get on here and personally say, yes, you can do whatever with the bank, because I'm not the bank. The only person that can approve your loans or credit cards are the underwriters, okay? So I don't care what people tell you. Nobody can guarantee you anything but the bank that you're applying to, all right? I just want to throw that out there. But yes, because I have several things with them. I have several accounts with them. So yes, you can have an auto loan, a credit card, more than one credit card, yes, and still do this. And again, 99.9% of the credit unions are going to give you guys this, because why? Because you're putting the money up. So they're making money off of you. Even if it's the 2.25%, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get approved, even with bad credit. It's really a loan that I personally recommend to a lot of my clients when they want to fix their credit. So outside of getting a save and secure credit card, we also have them do a save and secure loan because it looks very, very good on your credit report for lenders to see a loan, especially a payoff loan. All right. We talked about this with credit. It's a lot of credit holds a lot of weight with factors, and you can't have all credit cards all the time, right? You still have to have diverse credit. So revolving lines of credit, loans, the credit cards, stuff like that. So yes, the money has to be available in your savings account, you all. Okay. Whatever you're applying for the loan, and I said that, whatever your dollar amount is, the money has to be available in your savings account in order for them to attach a loan to it. That's why it's called a savings secured loan. Okay. YouTubers, I never put your link on here. So I think I'm gonna get off of YouTube and just do it on TikTok. I see my internet is kind of going in and out too. Let me know, YouTubers, if you wanted me to stay on here or not. If not, I'll just do everything on TikTok. But if you guys could see, because it keeps saying my internet is going in and out. But if you guys could see, then I will go ahead and do both. So no, it's not an unsecured loan. It's called a secured loan. So it's two types of credit, secured and unsecured. This is a secured loan. So even if you got good credit, perfect, right? But a lot of people want to know, can they get this loan even with bad credit? And usually even with bad credit, yes, you could still apply for this loan, because remember, it's secured. So secured means you're putting the money up, you're putting the collateral up. So banks are usually okay with working with you because they like, hey, this is an opportunity for us to make a little money. You get what I'm saying? But it's also helping and benefiting you because you're able to save money in the long run, and it also helps build your credit. All right. All right. Let me refresh again, y'all. Okay, let me just make sure none of my VIP people are on here. And I see you guys got a lot of questions, so let's just go into the recap, okay? Let's just go into the recap. Okay, you say stay, YouTube. I got you. If you want me to stay, then I'm going to stay. All right, so let's start over from the beginning. Let me take this off. Okay, so hold y'all questions, TikTok. It's a replay. It's on YouTube, though. Okay? It's on YouTube. All right, so we're going to start from the beginning. I don't feel like having to wipe this board down over and over, y'all. And I really don't want to have to keep using my paper, but we're going to just wipe this board tonight. And I know that ugly thing is in the background. Hopefully that's not messing with y'all, YouTube, that light that I got on here. Let me see. Can I move it over a little bit? All right, TikTok. All right, let's roll. Double tap that screen, TikTokers. Let's go. Let's do a double tap. Okay, so if you are new here to the page and the channel, welcome. Recap real quick. I'm Patrice L. Stewart, the realest tax and business strategist that you're going to ever meet. Hello. Over 18 years in the accounting and banking finance industry. Okay. What we're going over tonight is called a savings secured loan. All right. A savings secured loan is a secured credit product. So whenever you hear secured, that means you got to put the money up, you guys. Okay. So there's two types of credit products. It's safe, it's secured, and then it's unsecured. Most of you guys are used to dealing with unsecured loans, applying for a company, asking them to give you a credit line or a credit limit, right? But I like to say, and I'm book smart and street smart. I'm from Chicago. I'm hood and educated, so I like to keep it real. I like to say my old time drug dealers, right? My little strippers, those of y'all in the cash industry, society, right? You have to learn and understand how to put your money to work, and it's also called through your credit. Okay. So one of the ways that you can build your credit up if you don't have any credit or establish credit for yourself is by doing this, right? What you're going to do is you're going to get an account with a credit union. I have Navy Federal. A lot of us have Navy Federal. Okay. Navy Federal is not the only bank that does this. You can do this loan with almost any credit union. Okay. I've shared some credit unions with you guys, PenFed, USAA, all that stuff, okay? But don't get caught up in that you're not in Navy Federal, all right? Because almost every credit union does this. So now, I'm going to give you the example that I use because also, too, I want you guys to stop thinking limited, all right? Somebody had told me on my last live, but why you got to do 30,000? Why not? Why do I need to lower it down to $5,000 for you to understand it? This is what I'm trying to empower your mind so that you can make any kind of amount of money that you want, especially Black people. I'm talking to y'all especially, okay? Stop thinking limited. Stop thinking small, all right? Because when you think big, when you know big, when you understand this game, you're going to learn on this platform and this channel, okay? So I'm need y'all in 2023, big. All right, we thinking big, baby. Ain't no limits around here. So that's why we're going to use that $30,000 example that I gave, because that's what I did was 30,000. And you can do 30,000 in your lifetime as well. It may not be today, but hey, it's going to happen if you believe. Okay? Now let's roll. So, because baby, I changed my mindset. My whole life changed. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Born and raised on the south side of Chicago, Terrytown, my whole life. But when I changed my mind, my whole life changed. My finances changed. My credit changed. It's a mindset thing. Y'all got to understand that. All right, come on, marker. Okay, that's the dry erase one. Okay, if I'm gonna write on the board, let's do this. Okay. Sorry, let me switch it around so y'all could see. All right, let's roll. So my example was I got $30,000 in my savings account. All right, y'all could see. Let's roll. Okay. I said, okay, I know I want to be able to use this $30,000 today, but I want this money just gone if you just start withdrawing it from your savings account. So what you're going to do is, and remember, I'm giving you days because it takes time. So even if you take 3 days to get this money, it's worth it, okay? Because you're going to attach the loan to it and then let the bank give you the money back. I'm going to give you the whole game right now. So I called the bank, okay? Called the bank on Tuesday. All right. I'm with Navy Federal. So Navy Federal is called the pledge loan. I called the bank and said, hey, I would like to do a pledge loan. If you guys are not with Navy Federal, remember, you're going to call the bank and say what? Savings secured loan. That's what you're going to say. Savings secured loan. Savings secured loan. That's the biggest word. Secured. Okay. You're putting the money up. So when you log into your bank account, this is how your bank account looks, right? You got your checking account and you got your savings account, right? And then if you got any money market accounts or any other loans, they're all listed when you log into your account online, right? So when you log into your little online account, it's kind of how it shows, right? So say I had 3,000 already sitting in my checking. Okay. So what I did was I wired $30,000 from another bank into my savings account with Navy Federal. So now I got $30,000 in my Navy Federal. All right, this is Federal. Okay. So I started off with $3,000 in the checking, and I got $30,000 sitting in the savings. Okay. Now, call the bank on Tuesday and say, I want to apply for the Save and Secure loan. Immediately, they're going to go in and put a hold. All right? They're going to put a hold on this money. Now, this is why some of you guys are thinking that it's flipping and you're getting double the money. You're not getting double the money. What's happening is the 30 that you had here in this saving, they're going to put a hold on it because that's what they're using for your loan. Okay? Y'all, I could just do that. There we go. That's what they're using for your loan. Okay? So now, that's why I say it take a couple of days. It may take 2 days. It may take 3 days. So let's just say by Friday, right? We're going to say this is the processing time. Processing time. All right? So now, by Friday, when I log in to my account, what's new? Now, I got a new loan sitting here. Right? Loan number 1567892214171. Right? They always be some long number, right? Then this here is going to have the time. So remember, I did a 5-year loan. So it's going to be 60 months. And remember, you could do a 1-year term, a 2-year term, a 3-year term, a 4-year term. Hold on, y'all. I got to get this person off my page. Hold on one moment. I got somebody on YouTube that I got to get off of here. TikTokers, double tap that screen for me while I'm doing this real quick. Always somebody coming on here with that crap. Okay. Y'all see? Okay. So I did a 5-year term. I did 60 months. All right. My interest rate was 2.25% interest. Okay. My payment was $529.47. So remember, whatever loan amount you're going to do, you got to make sure that you're going to be able to afford your monthly payment. Okay. Unless you plan on paying it off early and doing something like what I did. Okay. But if your goal is to do this to actually use it as a savings tool or, slowly pay yourself back over time. Again, this is really good too when it's tax time and you guys get a large lump sum of money instead of you just spending the money and it being gone. Again, this is another way that you can utilize this same product, right? And be able to still have money in the long run, long term. Because again, the whole point is for you not to be broke. The whole point is to get you in a point to where you have cash flow, right? Because remember, now that the loan is on here, I got to get back to that. So now that the loan is on here, and once you see the loan on the account, also that same day on Friday, this original $30,000 that they put on hold, they're going to deposit this into your account. They're going to ask you, do you want the money to go into your checking account or do you want the money to go into your savings account? Okay. I personally, I didn't want the money to go into my savings. So when I woke up on Friday, I had $30,000 in my checking account. So now I had $33,000. And this is still on hold in my savings account. All right. But now on Friday, I get to take this 30,000 and go do what I need to do with it now. In a nutshell, that was the quickest way to say it. Now, if you got questions after that, now let's get into it and answer. Because I think finally I've said it all in one lump sum where you can kind of get it. Okay. So now, do you have any questions after that with this? Because remember, we started off with the 30. We put it in the savings. We called the bank on Tuesday. None. Let's go. That's what I like. No, Malika, you don't have to do 30,000. Your loan amount is going to be for whatever is in your savings. The bottom line is when you do call the bank, you have to have something sitting in your savings. Like I said, I can't remember if the minimum loan that they do is $250 or $500. But again, I personally, you guys, would not do this loan if you don't have at least $1,000 or more. I personally wouldn't do this loan for $500. I wouldn't do this for nothing, you know what I'm saying, for less than $1,000. Because remember, you are still paying some interest, especially if you're going to take the full term to pay it off. If you're going to pay it off over because remember, this is how we got here. Because once you take that $500 payment, remember, if we do it based off of my example, once you take that $500 payment, after year 1, this is what's in your savings account. After year 2, this is what's in your savings account. After year 3, this is what's in your savings account. You get what I'm saying? So remember, you borrowed from your savings account. So that payment that you're paying back, even though it's a loan with the bank, technically you're paying yourself back. Because you borrowed your own 30,000 or 10,000, whatever. Remember, don't get stuck on the 30. The 30 is the example that I'm using because the 30 is the example that I did. I don't want to do a lower dollar amount because I want you to understand that there's no limitations to your income. Only limitations to your income right now is your mindset. But once you start changing your mindset and you start tapping into my channel, and I'm going to make you believe in yourself and make you think bigger and make you understand that you got ancestors running through your veins and your bloodline, and we are not a people of poverty. We are not a people of lack. We are not a people of less than. Okay? That's society that makes you think like that. I'm going to get on here and I'm going to tell you who you really are. All right? So when you know and understand who you really are, your money gonna flow. Your money gonna come in. Your mindset gonna come in. Your credit, your wealth, your being is gonna be a lot better when you tapped in. It's the difference. All right. That's why I love me some 19 keys. Tap in. You understand me? What do you say all the time? You understand me? You understand me? You heard me? You understand me? Tap in. That's why I say tap in. Well, I've been saying tap in. But you get what I'm saying? When you having these high level conversations, as he likes to say, your mindset changes, all right? Your mindset changes, okay? If you believe anything can happen, period. That's all you need to believe. If you believe any and everything can happen, all right? Now, this other thing that I did not share with you, though, okay? This other thing that I did not share with you was this other benefit is no losing with this particular loan. The other reason why I love this loan is there is no way to lose with this loan. Let me explain that. Because it's a savings secure loan and you put the money up for it, let's say something happened. Let's say you didn't tap in. You ain't stay tapped in long enough, right? Let's say you lose your job and maybe you lose your income. And now you cannot afford to pay that $500 or whatever your payment is. If you had a $5,000 loan, your payment probably $90 a month over a 5-year term, right? Let's say something happened and you couldn't pay that money, whether it was $150, $200, $300, whatever your dollar amount is, right? Let's say something happened. Guess what? You still winning, right? I need to know y'all in class. So I don't want to just be talking. I want to know you get the concept. Why am I saying that you're still winning? we're just looking at this behind me. Why am I saying that you're still winning? Right? I need to know that y'all understand this. Why am I saying that you're still winning? For some reason, let's say after year 2. Okay? Let's say right here, you're at year 2. Let's say, God forbid, something happened and you cannot make this payment anymore to this loan because it's still in your savings account. Okay, that's a good question, but I need a little more detail. You get your money back. Okay, not kind of, because it was your money, other 30 on hold. Okay, nope. So let's break it down. But y'all getting it though. I like that. I like that. That means y'all getting it though. Okay, so this, I'm explaining it exactly. Okay. The reason why this is a no lose loan is because, one, yes, it's your money, right? So you put it up. But this is the other thing. God forbid you lose your job at year 2. How much does this show right here? It say 12,000, right? So if you need to cut this loan off and call the bank today and say, I can no longer pay this loan. But even though you only had 12, LaShonda, you still winning though, right? Because a lot of people don't got crap after year 1, year 2, year 3 in their savings, right? So even if you didn't make it to even if you made it to year 2, you got $12,000 in your savings account. And now they're going to close the loan out. And the rest of the money you forfeit. I don't want to say you forfeit, but you kind of do forfeit because you're not paying yourself back, right? So if God forbid right now, you can no longer make another payment after year 2, you still got $12,000 that you have accumulated in your savings account. And now the loan is closed and you don't owe the bank nothing else. Because pretty much you just weren't able to pay yourself back the rest of the 30. So this is what you forfeit. You forfeit the rest of the money. And I don't like to say forfeit because what? You technically, you got the money. Remember? Because you got the money again when they put it in your checking account. Remember, I got the 30,000, the whole 30,000 on Friday. Remember, we had 70 in the 30 in the savings on Tuesday. They put a hold on it, right? So because on Friday they deposited our money back. We got the money back. We already got the 30,000. So I didn't already use that. Now what I'm doing is paying myself back over the 5 years. And that's why I say it's a savings secured loan. This is why it's a win-win situation. Because if you did have the money to pay yourself back over the full 5 years, at the end of year 5, you got $30,000 again. You got more than a lot of people don't have. Do y'all know the average American does not have $1,000 in their savings account? This is why I'm on here talking to y'all at night. It's 9 o'clock at night. But I'm on here talking to you for free. Because I need more of y'all to know and understand $1,000 is not a lot of money. $30,000 is not a lot of money. I'm a business owner. So I got business bills and personal bills. Okay. So 30,000 ain't a lot of money to me. Okay. I know to some of y'all, this damn near $1 million, and it should be, and it could be. If you knew how to take the money that you got today and flip this shit and turn it into more money, or flip it into these different products and services, or what I'm trying to teach you and educate you on. I'm spitting a little bit, but you get it. Okay. Now it makes so much more sense. Right. I get it. Plus I got a little quicker with explaining it. I'm a little long-winded. So you got to work with me sometimes. Okay. I was like, okay, hold on. I'm giving them too many circles. Let me try to just go through this real quick. Right. So now y'all understand, but you're winning with this savings secure loan because no matter what, if you have to let it go after year 1, now I hope y'all ain't. I need y'all to be strong. I need you to be dedicated. I need you to be consistent. Okay. So after year 1, you're going to keep on paying. Right. Then after year 2, you're going to keep on paying. Then after year 3, you're going to be like, damn, I got to pay this 500 damn. Now that's me. Remember, that's me because it was $529 for 30,000. But if you did 10,000, what's that? If you did 15,000, that's half. That's like $213, right? So it's gonna your payment is gonna be based off of your dollar amount, right? But remember, I did 30,000, so that's the example that we're using here. But if you did 10,000, that's 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000. Now you back again in the money. So this is, like I said, another way to where you will always have some money in your savings account. You will always be winning, and it's helping build your credit, and it's helping you save. And if you got to pay a little measly 2% interest, okay, it's worth it. Because at the end of the term, it's better to have some money sitting in your account. And this is the type of education that we teach here on this channel. All right. Now, who's tapping into the 5-day wealth challenge? If I'm giving you this, okay, I've been on here an hour and 25 minutes for free. Imagine what you're going to get for $197 in the 5-day wealth challenge. Who ready to tap in? You can pay the loan off as soon as you want, but I do not recommend paying it off. That's the reason why I paid it down to 90%. And that's why I still have a $4,000 balance that remains for the loan to be open still. If I would have paid the whole thing off, then all of this don't make no sense, right? Now, I did this for credit building purposes, and I did this to show a higher limit loan paid off, because I've done these for years since I worked in the banking industry. But I know somebody that took 50,000. Oh, somebody just said I took 50,000 and used it to buy stocks. Then I borrowed 80K and my interest is 4%. I'm gaining 6%. Okay. Cool, Paul. And that's, again, and I don't know what product you're using, because you're definitely not using this product if you're gaining 6%. That's probably a life insurance product or IUL or something like that. Again, here on my particular platform, I like to educate people on where they're at. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about IULs, because index universal life insurance, and it's not the same thing. No, it's not. If that's what you're talking about is an IUL, this is not the same thing. It's completely different. Because again, an index universal life insurance policy is attached to the market in some kind of way. That's a lot different. And that's an insurance product. So that's totally different. This is a product that anybody can go to their bank and get. This is a banking product, but it also helps build credit. Okay. So again, it's a banking product, because again, a lot of people on my channel are new to credit, taxes, business, finances, right? I'm a financial literacy page. So I'm going to start people on where they're at. I don't start people all the way up in here talking about stocks and IULs. Not about IULs, if that's what you want to talk to me about. I'm not a licensed life insurance agent, so I don't talk about those. I got somebody that I could refer you to, but I do one-on-one consultations and consultings. Again, all of that information is on my TikTok page, the link in my bio. You can book an appointment with me. And then I'm going to go through and answer questions, but I am also going to put up the information for the 5-day wealth challenge again. So that way, any of you all that would like to tap in and secure your seat, I would definitely recommend that you do it. Paul, yeah, I have bookings. Just book the link in my bio. I do have consultations though. But anything outside of this are paid consultations. So I don't do anything free. After this, I give you this is the most free time that you get with me. So if you want to speak to me on the phone, it is a paid consultation. No, you don't pay taxes on the loan. You don't pay taxes on debt. So no, you do not pay taxes on the loan. Okay, I'm just letting you know, Paul. That's all. I get a lot of people on here that want to ask me 21 questions, and I just have to let them know and understand anything outside of this on that booking link is a paid call. Scroll to the top. But I'm gonna answer 5,000. Okay, Marie, come on here, boo. Come on here, boo. I like stuff like that. Let me take a little screenshot of that. Look, we're gonna probably have you on the page or something with that. I'm probably put that on my on one of my testimonies, okay? Or have you send me one. All right, YouTubers, you guys got any questions? I pretty much tried to go through that one quicker for you. Okay, cool, Paul. Cool. I look forward to speaking to you. This particular loan is called the Savings Secured Loan. If you're with Navy Federal, then it's called the Pledge Loan. But if you're with another banking institution, because remember, Navy Federal is not the only one, you guys. I personally have Navy Federal, so that's why a lot of my stuff say Navy Federal. But this is not the only bank. I've done this loan with Alliant Credit Union. I've done this loan with IAA Credit Union in Illinois. So a lot of credit unions offer this product. It's just a lot of you guys don't know about it. And honestly, credit unions are a lot, I hate to say this, but they're a lot better than your standard banking institutions, right? So I have accounts with the big box banks, but I have a lot more accounts with the credit unions like Navy Federal, especially when it comes to loan products like auto loans. I talked to you guys before about this. You can get your auto loan through the credit union. You guys don't have to go into the banks and have them running your credit all over the place. Like I've talked about a lot on this page in this channel. But tonight we're going over this Navy Federal. I ain't finna get into that because that's a whole nother other topic. And then, like I said, we are having a 5-day wealth challenge on December 12th through the 16th. Central Standard Time. I'm based out of Chicago. I do work with clients in all 50 states, so you do not have to be in Chicago or Illinois for me to work with you. But I am really one of these people that am out here trying to educate my community, right? And what we're doing in this 5-day wealth challenge, we are giving you guys millions of dollars worth of gems that you can actually implement, take away with you, and utilize this and do this with your family. Okay. If y'all have never heard of the Rockefellers, I'm talking about putting life insurance policies under your trust and all of your family members having policies on them and they're going into the trust. Instead of you leaving money to your kids and your kids just blowing the money, you're going to put the money in the trust. It's called asset protection. In this, I talked to you guys about how my home, I own 2 properties. Both of my properties are owned by an LLC. I don't personally own my properties, okay? I also get a way better tax write-off because my properties are under my LLC. They're not under me personally, okay? So, big difference, all right? Big difference at this page and channel over here. I'm like no other. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you stay tapped in. Let me see. Hold on. Let me scroll to the top. Because I'm doing God's work on here. And God told me to educate the people. Financially, too many of you guys who look like me have no clue about money, credit, or taxes. So God told me to educate my people. This is why I be on here at 9 o'clock at night with y'all. Information, business, Chicago. Well, come on, Cheryl Davis, tap on in. So the interest is low, Dion, because it's a savings secure loan. So the fact that it's a savings secure loan, that's the reason why the interest is so low. You know what a regular personal loan, and y'all know if you go to the bank right now, the personal loan rate, so what, 14%, 15%? So you get what I'm saying? This way, if you have the cash, you can use your own money. We call it be your own bank, right? You can be your own bank. Just borrow the money that's in your savings account, go do what you need to do, and then pay yourself back at this very low interest rate. Now, if you are more qualified like Paul, if you in the bigger money and the bigger thinking, then yes, you should maybe sit down with a life insurance agent or a licensed agent who can talk to you about IULs and universal life policies, because at that point, that may be a better option for you to be putting your money into, right? Especially if you're talking about 50 to 100,000, those kind of numbers and stuff. For me, like I said, I had a reason why I did it this way. I'm very strategic, but I do also have, a whole life life insurance policy as well. And I use it differently, right? But again, that's a totally different topic for people who are way more advanced and well-versed with money and finances. That is not something for the average everyday person. You're not ready. You're not ready for that. You're not. So I'm not going to even put that out there. That's the problem. Too much people get overloaded with all this information, and then they don't be giving y'all the real facts. They just be sharing TikTok videos. Now everybody want to get on here and ask me about an IUL or can they be their own bank? No. I'm like, baby, do you got any money set up? Well, no. Well, see, yeah. Quit watching TikTok University all the time, because everybody on here don't know what the hell they talking about. A lot of people just posting for likes. Okay, how long does it take for your 30K to be released? Until you pay it off, baby. So if I did this loan in April of 2022, I did a 5-year term. So technically, it will be out the whole 5 years. I would not close this loan before 3 years. It wouldn't be worth nothing, like on my credit report, if you did it for less than a year. You need to at least have this loan on your credit at least 1 to 2 years. Now, if you want to pay it off before then, fine, that's on you. But don't do this loan and then just pay it off. Like that's no point of doing it. The whole point of doing this is to get you some, get you a savings built up and or to build the credit back, to build your credit up. So again, I'm real strategic when it comes to credit. I don't just apply for credit willy-nilly. I always have a strategy and a game plan, and you should too. None of you should be applying for credit willy-nilly. You should always have an actual game plan as to why you're applying for this credit, what you're going to do with it, what's the plan, what's the goal. Like your money works when it's working. You know what I'm saying? Money just sitting there don't do nothing. So you want to always have your money working for you, making something for you. Hold on, y'all. I got somebody else on YouTube. I got to get off of here. I keep getting these sexual people that want to put all this porn crap on here. And you got to block that crap right away. You can't let it be on your channel. You got to block it right away. Okay. I started Navy Federal account today. They said perks start after 90 days. Oh, see, I told y'all. What I tell y'all? TikTokers, what I tell y'all? I told y'all that Navy Federal was going to start doing that because too many of the cousins, I call the bad people the cousins, too many of the cousins been running amok. What I tell y'all? I've been sharing that with y'all for the longest, that whenever clients get in Navy Federal and they ask me how long should they wait, I've been saying y'all should wait at least 60 days. Didn't I tell y'all that? So now the last 3 lives that I've done, it's been somebody on here saying that they recently applied and Navy Federal told them they got to wait 90 days for perks or to apply for things. I told y'all the changes are always coming in the banking industry because, again, when the cousins get out here messing up, and we got cousins in every race, okay? When the cousins get out here messing up, they mess it up for all of us, even those of us that are doing real legitimate business and banking out here. But I shared that with y'all before. So what they're saying living life pretty much is for the perks, even because they even offer things like an overdraft protection on your checking account. Like you got to wait for all of that. A lot of times, if you apply for stuff before that 90-day period, you'll get denied. So I've seen people get denied for loans. I've seen people get denied for credit cards. Now, it doesn't mean that every person would get denied, because there are some people that have said, well, I applied and I got approved. But there are many who have applied and gotten denied, especially if your account is brand new. I've talked to you guys about this because, again, a lot of banks have been hit hard over these last 5 years when it comes to dealing with the cousins. Okay, it's just been an overload of fraud going on. All right. So that's what they mean when they say that. So what I would suggest is use that bank account, right? Use your debit card, make deposits. If you have a W-2 job and you get direct deposit, have it go into your Navy Federal account. Have it go in there. Use the bank so they know that you're a real legitimate person, that you plan on using your account properly. Because that's the thing. This is what you guys don't understand. And again, I came from a banking background. So I know banking, right? I worked in the bank for 6 years. What you guys don't understand is when stuff start going haywire with the banks, they put processes and procedures in, right? And so these are some of those processes and procedures is if they see that a lot of people are burning these accounts up, your account less than 30 days, but you dropping checks in there, you got bogus checks coming through, you doing fraud claims, that's a red flag. That's a red flag to a bank, right? So you look like a fraudulent person. So a lot of times now, to make sure that you are a valid person that's going to be using this bank account, they want you to use the account. So they'll deny you certain perks and things like that. So that's what you're seeing right now. That's what that means. Okay, now I'm on TikTok and I just refreshed the screen again. So hold on. It reflects on your credit as paid on time as long as you pay it paid and on time. If you pay it late, just like any other loan, they're going to report it late. Okay. So it's called a secured loan. I know I got my thing up here right now, but it's called a secured loan. Savings secured loan is the terminology. Okay, so is it worth doing a secured loan? So like I said, Miss Harris, to be honest, I mean, in my opinion, I think the more that you have, the better. But don't let me knock you if you want to have $1,000 and you want to attach a loan to it to where you can help pay yourself back. Think of it like a self-lender, right? I personally would do a credit union bank loan over a self-lender. It's going to hold more weight. But self-lender, if you're familiar with that company, it's similar to that. But the difference with self-lender is they don't give you your money back until the full end of the term that you chose. With this, if you put it in your savings account, the money that goes into the payment, that money will start to become available again in your savings account. So before the full year, I got the screen up. But before the full year is over, with my example, if I pay $6,000 for the year, that's you are paying that loan down. That money is available again. Well, especially through Navy, I speak for every single bank. But if you're doing a savings secured loan with Navy Federal, if you did a savings secured loan with IAA, the money is available as you pay it down. So every month you will see more money available in that savings account, right? So that could hurt some of y'all. Don't touch that money, right? But that's, again, another advantage of it being secured is as you pay it down, the money is available back to you. So that's what I like about it. So the $30K that was on hold, it's still on hold. The $30K that was on hold is going to be on hold until I pay it down. So like I said, let me take the thing off now. YouTube, y'all still with me? If not, I could get off. But it looked like we got a nice amount of y'all still with me. I don't know. It says that my stuff is unstable. I don't know if y'all on here or not, but we're going to keep it up. Okay, you're there. Okay. So I'm just going through now and answering TikTok questions. So remember the example of paying it off over time. So whatever you have at the end of each year, that's back available to you in your savings account. All right. So remember, that's what happened to the original $30,000 that was on hold. It's not going to go off of hold until I pay the money back or close the loan out. So remember I said, if you have to close the loan out in year 2, then you're only going to have $12,000 available here to take off a hold. If you pay the loan down to year 3 and you got 18, you'll have 18,000 here available on hold. So this hold comes off when you close this loan out. If you go to full term, you'll have a full 30,000. But if you close the loan out before the 5 years, you'll have whatever you paid off. So that's why I say it's still a win-win situation. Because if you did an unsecured loan today, and God forbid you lose your job, you got to close that loan out, baby, that's going on your credit report, right? That's being a charge off. That's going to kill your credit score. That's going to hurt you in so many ways because it's unsecured money. The difference between unsecured money. Unsecured money is you borrowing money from them. But this is how you know and understand how to use and flip your own money that you have saved up. And you can technically borrow and be your own damn bank, right? So that's what this is. And a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people do not know this. I learned this in the banking industry, but a lot of people don't know this. And this is a great way to utilize your own money and build your credit. It's like 2 in 1. That's why I like it. That's why I'm on here sharing it with you, because it's actually a good tool. It doesn't hurt you. That's the thing that I'm talking about, right? So when we're talking about building finances and building assets and building wealth, you don't want to be put into situations where you could be hurt, especially in the beginning when I know you guys are still learning these things. If you're not financially educated, if you're not financially, literate, a lot of this stuff is new to you. So I'll try to break it down in a way where you can understand it and see the value in it. And then as you're doing these things and as you're utilizing these different tools that I'm showing you, you'll grow and then you'll be like, okay, I get it now. You know what I'm saying? Then you're able to teach your kids. Then you're able to teach your nieces and your nephews on how to create this money pot, how to create this flow where you're never broke, right? Where you're never without some money. Because the worst thing in the world is this statistics of the average American citizen does not have $1,000 in a savings account. I'm looking to change that. Okay, that is not good, right? In the society that we live in, we have to change that. All right. So the only way you're going to change that is if you know how money works, how to manage it, how to flip it, how to invest it. All right. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all like, I got it. I got it. It makes sense. Yes. Come on here. Thank you. Let me understand that you got a little something today. Drop some fires in the chat or something and let me know if you got this information today. Or even if you comprehending what I'm saying, even if you won't get everything, if you like, damn, I learned something. If you learned something tonight, drop me some fires up in this chat. All right. Because I need you educated. We need you educated. Oh, that's dope, living life. You say, wait a minute, I just want you to know that you know what you are talking about, because the guy at Navy Federal just told me today about the secure loan and the 2 point something percent and about the credit cards. Come on here, living life. Thank you. That's all. Thank you. I don't be wanting to toot my own horn, but I be trying to tell y'all I know a little something. But no, information is confirmable. This is what I give. This is why I give y'all sources and resources and sites to double check me all the time. If I was lying, then you'll know I'm lying. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say all the time, go fact check. Go check for yourself, right? Go see. Go call them yourself. So thank you for putting that on here, living life. I do appreciate that. Leon Harris, you learned something tonight. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. Will my credit report show paid on? Okay, I answered that one. Marie on here with the 25,000. Marie, let me hold some. What's up? Ain't that what we do all the time? Somebody gets somebody, we're like, hey, let me hold some. What you got? That's why you can't tell nobody you got nothing, because they always want to hold something. My money is tied up in my asset. When my family come calling, I'm like, all my stuff tied up. Sorry, can't help you. How does it report to the credit bureau? So it reports as a loan, just like an auto loan, just like a personal loan. It reports the same way. It's going to show up with whatever dollar amount that you decided to do. Again, everybody not going to do 30,000, 10,000, 20,000. If you did a $5,000 loan, it's going to show up as a $5,000 loan, and it's going to show, paid on time payment. So as long as you're making the payments on time, that's the biggest and most important thing. You do not want to default on this loan. And that's why I said, if at any point you feel like it's too much, you can't afford the payment, you can't keep up with the payment, call the bank and close the loan out. Because the worst thing for you to do is to do this and then start paying it late. That you're just messing everything up, right? So again, the biggest thing with credit, you guys, is paying your bills on time. Seriously. That's the biggest thing, is paying your bills on time. Your credit is a snapshot of how you are with money. So if all your bills is late, your credit card late, your auto loan late, your mortgage late, that's bad. That's horrible. Those accounts can drop 50 to 100, 150 points from one late payment. You get what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that. If call these banks. They will work with you. Call your lenders, call your auto loan, your mortgage company, and let them know, hey, I can't afford to make my payment this month. What options do I have? A lot of times they have a program where they will push your payment back for you, 30 days or 60 days. If you let them know you just lost your job, they will work with you guys. You got to be responsible. Okay. That's what it's called. It's called taking accountability, and then also having some responsibility, because that's how you build. That's what credit is based off of. You get what I'm saying? If you got a bunch of late pays, I'm not giving you no money. I'm not giving you no money because you just showing me that you can't pay it. You get what I'm saying? So we got to change that. Y'all can't go into the car lender wanting to go get a car and then you wondering why you paying 25% on a 2000 Chevy Monte Carlo. No. This is not how any of this works, okay? I need y'all to do better. All right, I'm tired of seeing y'all ride the 2010 Honda and you paying $500 a month for that sucker. Baby, that's because your credit is jacked up. All right, so once you get there, okay, T-Ski, I'm just not getting to your question. So if you pay up to $12K, is that available to you again to use? Yes. So no juju. It's not, it make you feel like you got 60,000, but you don't got 60,000. Remember, I put the money in the savings account. So when I call the bank, they put a hold. Okay? I know it looked like 60, and let me maybe take this off. Maybe that's what's throwing y'all off. Right? So this was the amount of money that came from the other bank. We're going to say other bank. This money was in another bank account. I wired this money into the Navy Federal. Okay? So this is not double. Okay? This was just where the money came from, because people keep asking where you get $30,000 from. It was in my bank account. Okay? I'm a business owner, remember. So I had some money put up. Okay? So I put that money from another bank and wired it here into my savings. So when I called them to do the savings secure loan, that's when they put the hold on to this. But on Friday, they're going to deposit this 30,000 I had on hold. They're pretty much putting that in your account. But technically, this is on hold. So it make you feel like it's double, but it's not double. It's really going to even out over the end of time, because remember, this money is not available to you. So it's really that initial 30,000 that I put into the bank in the first place. They're just giving it back to me. Okay. But it's not double. I know it make you feel like it. And it make you feel like it, but it's not double. Technically, you got the same 30,000, but now you have access to it, to where you can go and use it and spend it. And then you're going to pay yourself back over time. And then that's when this 30,000 will be released. You get what I'm saying? So it make you feel like you working with 60. Cause then if that's how it make you feel that way. Cause you be thinking in the back of your mind, like, I got 30 on hold. But technically, you kind of did flip it like that a little bit, but you gotta wait until you pay it all down. But if that make you feel better with thinking that way, I'm fine with that. Cause again, you started out with 30, you attached a loan to it, and then you got your 30 back. That's what you're doing in a nutshell. You started out with 30, you attached a loan to it, then you get your 30 right back, right? And then technically at the end of the 5 years, your 30 again. So it do make you feel like you doubled up or you got 60, but it's not 60. I just really put that out there. But it do make you feel that way. A bunch of people say that on here because we've done this a few times, this particular topic. Okay, let me make sure. Let me answer one YouTube question because they way slower than y'all TikTok. YouTube says, can you buy a new car with a secure loan as well? Yes, you can. And actually, that's what me and my business partner did. We took the business money from the business bank account and he bought a pickup truck. So he went to the bank. We walked in with 15. I think we had $12,000. We took $12,000. He borrowed 12, did the Save a Secure loan, got the 12,000 back. We walked into a dealership, Ford over here on Western, and got him a pickup truck. And now he's paying himself back, right? He's paying the secure loan back over 3 years. We did a 3-year term for the 12,000. But technically that sucker almost already paid down because when you do stuff like that, you can pay it off quicker too. But yeah, but see, that's again, and I'm glad you asked that question because see, that's how I do. I'm not going to these banks and asking them for no unsecured money, especially if your credit ain't good. Like if your credit is not good, your interest rates are going to be high. So this is the reason why, again, this is a good loan because it's only 2.25%. So just like Brian asked, if you had 12, 15,000 saved up and you want to go buy you a car, hello, put you on a Save a Secure loan, wait the 2 to 3 days till they put the money back into your account. And then on Friday, go to the dealership and walk in with your check and pay for your car outright. And then now what you're doing, you're paying yourself back over the term. Because with Navy Federal, you could do 5 years. Like I said, they go past 5 years, but I don't recommend past 5 years, right? So, but yes, Brian, you can. You definitely can do that. Pretty much you could do whatever you want to do with the money because you got the money back. So if you wanted to go buy a car, like I said, if you needed to fix if your roof to be repaired, if you needed to go, Christmas shopping and you don't want to spend every dollar in your savings account to buy the last little bit of toys for your kids, this is why I'm on here talking to y'all now. So that way you don't go spend all your money at the end of the year, then you broke, right? Because I see too many parents like, oh, the day after Christmas, y'all over here eating ramen noodles, y'all doing y'all doing all kinds of stuff because y'all have spent all this money on these kids for Christmas. And parents, this is really not what you should be doing. You should not be spending your last dollar on toys and stuff. Like them kids don't need all that stuff. That'd be y'all. A lot of y'all be wanting to just go overboard. Them kids play with that shit 5 minutes and gone to the next. And you broke. And now y'all eat. This is what I'm trying to alleviate is you eating ramen noodles after Christmas, okay? If you do it this way and you borrow the money, now you give yourself some breathing room, all right? So credit doesn't really play a factor in this. Like you can have bad credit and still get this loan. Most people, 99.9% of the people who apply for this loan get approved. I mean, I've had some people with the worst credit on there, like lower than a 500 credit score, right? And they have still gotten the loan. So usually it's not based off of credit because it's also a credit builder loan. So it's a loan that really does help kind of rebuild your credit and help you. Because again, the banks are making some money, even though it's 2%. Y'all know they flip that 8 million ways every night, right? So that 2% that they charge you is cool because it's a very small amount compared to other loans. Okay. So yeah, usually it's not based off of credit. So usually, even with bad credit, you can still do this save and secure loan. All right. But remember what I said. I can't say what you can and can't get approved for because only the underwriter of the bank of who you're applying with can actually give you that approval. But usually 99.9% of the people who do it usually get approved. Do you have classes on how to build your credit? So not necessarily like direct classes. So the two biggest things that I have right now is my membership. I have a community called The Lab, Life and Business with Patrice. So if you are an aspiring business owner, if you're a business owner and you want to learn and understand business plus life skills, I talk about a bunch of different stuff in the Lab membership. We got over 6 months worth of modules for you to go through, classes and stuff like that. So that's the monthly membership community. And we have different topics. For January, we're going to be going over credit. So the goal for 2023 is to really do series workshops with guys. So every month is going to be based around like a specific topic. And then we're going to go into classes and workshops in that entire month. So we do lunch and learn, we do study hall, but you get us at minimum bi-weekly. So the last 6 months, I was putting out content every week. But now we're getting ready to do bi-weekly. So we'll be doing it twice a month with you guys because it's only $47 a month. But then I will have other classes again, going into that. So we are getting more heavier into the credit topics, business credit topics. If you decided to join the 5-day wealth challenge, then that is definitely something that we're going over on Monday of the 5-day wealth challenge, which is business credit versus personal credit. It's only an hour and a half workshop, but we are going over a lot of information regarding credit. But as of right now, I don't have like a specific workshop strictly for credit for you yet. It will be coming though. So once you get your 30 back, okay, maybe he got some more to say. Once you get your 30 back, do you have 30 or 60? Okay, I answered that one. Would you recommend bankruptcy if you want to start over? I don't recommend bankruptcy to anybody. But in order to recommend something, I would have to know your financial situation. So I can't give any kind of recommendations on this open, free platform without knowing your whole financial situation, debt, outlook, all of that. But in a nutshell, the best that I could say is if that is the last option, then it's there for a reason. But it's not the first thing that we will recommend depending on your debt. Because to be honest, to me, most people file bankruptcy and you really don't have enough debt. Let me just say something to y'all real quick. The wealthy, they maximize out their debt. Like they go into millions of dollars of debt and then file bankruptcy. A lot of people who look like me will have 10,000, 20,000 in debt and file bankruptcy. Now, do you know that a bankruptcy is going to sit on your credit report for 10 years? Okay. The statute of limitations change. They no longer sit on your 7 years, sit on your credit for 10 years. If you don't know somebody in credit repair who can get it off, because I got my bankruptcy off early. I got my bankruptcy off after like 3 years on my credit report, right? But if you don't dispute it and get it off early, you're going to have a person sitting there for $1,000 of debt. Like this is, again, the reason why I really am passionate about educating people, period, no matter what color you are. But I'm extra passionate about educating people who look like me, who are Black people, because the stuff that sometimes we do is because you don't know any better, right? So that's why I said, if y'all ever saw Patrice go down for something, best believe Patrice got $100 million tucked away across the island somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Patrice is not going down for no 100,000, no 250,000, no million. Like you seeing people going down for the PPP loan and all that crap. They going down for $1 million. That ain't no money. Like The wealthy people, if they're going to get into debt, they get into debt. I'm talking about millions and millions of dollars of debt. Then you file bankruptcy on that. That's how you do it. But no, no, I don't think that you should be filing bankruptcy if you got a very limited amount of debt. Because majority of that crap could be disputed and y'all could fix y'all credit. You don't even know it. And you be on here having a whole bankruptcy, paying the bank, paying these law companies for years, and you not winning. Your credit jacked up. You not building it. You not doing nothing. No. So it's a lot. It's a lot. That's why I say you got to unlearn and relearn. And you're not going to learn it all in one night. The interest goes to the bank, baby, just like every other loan. It's no different than any other loan. When you paying interest on the loan, who do the interest go to? It go to the lender, right, y'all? So some of this stuff, y'all, come on. It's still a loan. It's just a secured loan that you put the money up. But the loan laws are the same. Okay. What did you say about the 4K to pay off? I don't know, lady. She asked me again when you say that. What did you say about the 4K to pay off? I don't remember. I don't remember saying that. Can I put the money in tomorrow and do the loan Monday? Yes, you can. As long as the money is in the bank account when you call the bank, that's all that matters. So the money has to be in the savings account when you guys call the bank. Oh, KKMK, thank you. You always come on tipping me $20. Thank you. I appreciate you. This is why I be trying to tell Pookie and them. Y'all out here going to jail for that little bit of money. Y'all better start paying attention to some of these rich white men. How they do it. I know you be thinking like, damn, they could get away with certain things. But when it comes to federal crimes and stuff, baby, okay, is not limited to the white folks at all. They just know how to use the game better. I ain't gonna lie. If they go down, they going down for $1 billion Ponzi schemes. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you going down, you need to be going down for some real money. That's it. That's it. Yes, I do. Living life. I do. Yeah. Those are actually very good ways to get into well, you know, your question is open to the public right now, sir. So even though I ain't reading, but those are very good ways to get into property and buying houses is tax sales. So yeah, I do. So no, Navy Federal is not the only bank. You could do this pretty much with any credit union. If you type in credit union, you know, in your Google bar, wherever you are, credit union near me, it'll show all kind of credit unions. Navy Federal is the most popular because the number one credit union in the nation. Right? They're the number one military credit union in the nation. Right? So that it is. But then you have AA, you got Penn Fed, you got DCU.org, you got a lot of it's a bunch of them, right? And mostly all of these offer them as well. So that's why I say don't get stuck on the Navy Federal. If you can't get in, you can't get somebody to sponsor you in, go to another thing. It's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. So Mocha Lotta, what about the 30K in the checking? It's available to you. That 30K in the checking was the savings money. Remember? So they put a hold on it, they attach the loan to it, and then they give you the money back. So that's the beautiful thing in a nutshell. The savings secured loan is whatever money that you had, you're able to take that to the bank, attach a loan to it, wait 2 to 3 days, and then you're able to access that same money again. So that's the whole point of that. You got, whether it's 10,000, and then you go to the bank, they attach a loan to it, and now you got the 10,000 to go and spend and do whatever you need to do with. And then now you're paying yourself back monthly over time, right? That's the whole advantage of that Save and Secure. Most of the time when you withdraw from your savings account, guess what? It's gone, right? You'll never see that money again. But this is the difference. When you attach that Save and Secure loan to it, at least now I have a loan, I can pay myself back over time, and I can still go do what I need to do with that 1,000. So the whole point of this is for you not to ever just completely wipe out your savings account, which is what the average person does when they get into a rut, right? That's why we call it an emergency fund, right? You're supposed to have an emergency savings account. So all of you guys, whatever your monthly bills and expenses are, you're supposed to have 6 to 12 months worth of savings. And I know if you live in check to check, you're not going to be saving $6,000 to $12,000. If your bills is $1,500 a month, what's that? You need at least $18,000 in your account. How many of y'all got $18,000 sitting in your account, right? But this is the reason why we on here tonight. We got to get there, right? And so this is another way to help you get there. Because if you do start saving that money and something come up, now you don't got to just deplete your savings account. Now you could just borrow the money and pay yourself back. This is what they don't teach you in school. This is why I'm doing the 5-day wealth challenge, because this is the type of stuff you don't learn in school. You're not even taught credit in school. You're not even taught money management. And we use money and cash every single day, right? But it's a reason why you're not taught this stuff in school. So you got to learn and understand. When people like me come on here and I'm charging you $200 for a class, don't complain about that, because you ain't never learned that shit in school. That's simple. That's little money to pay to learn this type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I call it the 5-day wealth challenge, because we're teaching you like wealth building strategies. These are ways that the wealthy utilize taxes, their money, the system, credit. Everything that we're going over in that 5-day challenge is how the wealthy are remaining wealthy. The only reason why you're not there is because you were never taught this. They're paying people. They're paying people like me. I'm a tax and business strategist. I get paid by my clients to teach this, right? To educate them to this. They pay me for taxes and consulting services. I'm getting on here for free talking to you about it because I really want you to be better, because God told me to tell you that. And I'm just tired of people who look like me not having nothing. Seriously. Like, it's, as a community, we spend trillions of dollars in this country. But as a community, we're not winning financially. That doesn't make any sense. So instead of spending that money with the Gucci, the gold, the Adidas's, the Nikes, the Louis Vuittons, all of that crap, right? You steady building on their trust funds. Where y'all kids' trust funds at? You steady helping these billion-dollar companies make millions of billions of dollars. And you're building on their trust funds. Every single day you spend and you buy Jordans, you buying Gucci, you buying gold, you staying at the Hilton Hotel, you staying at the Trump, you staying wherever. All of these are billion-dollar companies and you're just building up their trust funds. Where y'all kids' trust funds at? Where's yours? Where's your trust fund? And that's okay. Money, if I'm saying your name right, we all fall. I fail too. Oh, I've been on here too long. My battery's finna die. TikTok, we gotta go. Oh Lord, we was on here 2 hours and 15 minutes tonight. Okay. How do you get in class? Text me this link right here, or you could click on the link on my bio. Let me take y'all. Okay, YouTubers, I'm out. We're done. Thank you so much, KKMK, again for my tip. He always throwing me $20. Y'all see my YouTube channel, they be acting right. TikTok, y'all be acting funny sometimes. That's all right. Look, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off because I'm gonna show them one thing.